Okay, my friends, so a couple weeks ago, a couple days ago, I can't even remember when I did it. It was a little while ago. I did a small little unboxing slash first look on the Lexin B4FM intercom, motorcycle intercom devices. This right here. One of these. See it? Right there. These come in around $189 Canadian. They're not like Senna or Cardo or Scala, whatever you want to call them, kind of price point, but they're also not the least expensive ones out there. So my hope was that kind of sitting in the middle we'd get some good quality at a reasonable price. So today we took them out to test, Mary and I, and that's coming right up. Okay, so the video that you're kind of about to see is us going out for a ride together, her and I, and we kind of did this intentionally where we're going to space ourselves out a little bit. We're going to actually, get up on the highway, make sure we're traveling about 120, 130 kilometers an hour, and make sure that we have all kinds of communication. One of the things that you'll probably notice throughout this video is that you will only be able to hear me because, of course, the intercom is coming into my headset and you're not hearing that. So you are literally hearing me being recorded to an action camera that I have mic'd up as well. But the real thing is, could I hear my wife Mary and could she hear me? And was the distance okay? Did we ever break apart? That's really what we're here for. Let's go take a watch, shall we? Yeah. Okay, so Mary and I are testing these helmets out. So I'm doing the video, Mary, just so you know, of our test. So we can't hear Mary because, well, I'm hearing Mary and you guys won't be able to hear. But you should be able to tell, based on my talking, if we lose connection to each other or not. And we will get up to, like, highway speeds, which is good. We're going up on the... I guess we'll hit the highway out to Canada. What you doing? Yeah, I have to say, like, one of the big differences I found with these ones versus our other headsets that we had was that I could always hear your bike, but I can't hear it at all. So whatever the noise canceling is that it's doing is only picking up sound that's right coming out of your mouth. Alright, so I'm going to disconnect us just for a second and then I'm going to try to reconnect us. Alright? Are we still connected? Alright, so Mary and I are riding right now. You can see her in front of me. We're not very far from each other, but one of the things I did want to figure out was how long, when you hit the intercom button, does it take for us to connect. So we're going to try that right now, and I'm going to reach over and intercom button, beep beep. Let's see. Hello? Oh, so that was pretty fast, actually. So I was just testing to see how fast it took to hit the intercom button and for us to actually hook up. So it was nice and fast. So that's good. All right, so when we get on the highway, when we merge, give her some gas to get ahead of me, so like we can test a little bit of different distance. We won't go too far, but far, I won't accelerate as fast as you do, so that you can pull away from me a bit. The other thing that's kind of cool is that it does say that they can connect up to 4 of them. Now, it did look like it's a little bit of a hassle, though. We were watching that video last night. Yeah, I'm like, 2 seems good. 4 seems like it would be a bit of a nightmare, and of course, yeah, and do it in this order, and make sure this is here, and if these two disconnect, then everybody disconnects, and I'm like, or just don't do that, I guess. All right, I'm gonna let you get ahead of me here a bit just to see. So, all right, so you're still good. Because normally we would never be this far apart on the old ones, right? Now, yeah. So it does say that you should get close to 1 kilometer with 2. Not that I would ever be 1 kilometer away, but you can still hear me? Yep. So, give me a wave, Mary. There's the wave. I don't know if you guys can see that, but so that's pretty good distance, actually. She's way up there. I gotta catch her, or else she's gonna hit that light. So, time for me to punch it up a little bit. But yeah, no static, no nothing. It felt super solid. Oh, and it would be just kicking in and out all the time. Yeah, that's all right. Yay! Yeah, it's always weird when you buy a set of headsets that have pretty much no reviews on actual usage, and then you're like, well, I hope so. But yeah, and the fact that, you know, I was out for the ride the other day with Ryan, and he has his Senna, and I was able to connect with him, so that's good. He had to put his in some kind of universal pairing mode or something like that. I don't know. But for the most part, it'll just be you and I, so that's good. I think I might have to... Actually, I don't think my jacket's zipped up all the way. Alright, so our next and last test will be coming up on the highway here, and we're going to try to get up to like maybe 110, 120, just to see how well they stay communicated or connected, because I know a lot of headsets disconnect at certain speeds, or just the Bluetooth doesn't have the ability to send its signal at that speed. So we'll find out. Yep. Not for me, but... Okay, so let's crank her up. We're at about 100. We're at 113. We're at 120. And you can hear me just fine? Yeah, but... And then yours, you have an open face helmet, so you're not getting quite the sound seal like I am, right? Sure, but still, yeah, no problem hearing you at all. No, it would have disconnected a long time ago. So, all right, so I'm gonna finish this part of the video here, and we're gonna go for our ride for the day, and we'll continue this when we get back home. All right, guys. Right now we're doing 105. Yeah. Okay, so we're back. We're in the house, and we've done our ride. And okay, let's just say it. These are smoking. I've been super happy. A few things. Our connectivity. Mary was almost out of sight. Not like gone, but really she was easily, I would say, 700-800 meters, 0.8 of a kilometer, maybe even a kilometer ahead of me. And we were in connection, which was fantastic. I was at the gas station, she was inside doing stuff, and I could talk to her there. So we had, you know, all kinds of walls and stuff, and that was good. We easily hit 120, 130 kilometers an hour at a couple points. No problem. We were out on actually a charity ride. That's where we were going. So we were in and around a whole bunch of other people also with comms, and we had no problems maintaining, so no interference or nothing like that. So our connectivity was perfect, and they never never broke comms. Speed to go from music to intercom was fairly fast, about 5-ish seconds probably. The only thing that you kind of have to be aware of is that volume wise, when you're going from one comm to another, so from one of these to another one of these, you're doing it from the volume buttons, 100%. When you're listening to music, what happens is you set your volume on your device. So if your device is only at like 50% and you kind of forget about that, this max volume will only max out at that 50%. So you have to raise this. So one of the things to remember is, like, if you are going for a ride and you like it loud, now this thing got loud, is set your phone at like 80%. So that means when you crank this up, you'll get the phone's 80%, but you have all the down volumes, so you can lower the volume down, no problem. So you can get that down nice and low. I used Siri once and it was fine. It brought it up. I asked her just to go to next song just to see if she could do it, and she did, which was great. That was no issue. Other than that, it worked good. The one thing, when I'm doing the intercom thing, that worked actually really, really good. But this is probably me nitpicking a little bit. Bass was definitely not high in the music. Definitely not. It's not. It's very trebly and mid-tone, not a lot of low end. But I've never yet really found any headsets that gave me that low end out of an intercom. But again, I'm not using anything of any kind of price point. Now the other thing could be just the distance that those headphones are in my helmet to my ears. They're definitely not up against them, which I didn't want because I don't like anything pressing up against my ears when I'm riding. If I would have put spacers in to get those out further, then that probably would have given me a bit more bass. But the nice thing is they really are a standard headset intercom helmet speaker type setup. So they're just kind of going through the standard headphone jack, which means that if you could find a better set, that may produce more bass in your helmet. Now last but not least is I was riding a full face, so that means I have a good seal going on for sound, but my wife was wearing a 3/4. So she had a lot of wind coming through, and we were both surprised at how well and clear it was. Lastly, her bike's a little louder because her exhaust has been worked on a bit, and usually with most headsets I can hear her bike. Nothing. So the noise canceling on these actually quite surprisingly good. So again, really surprised. Quite happy. 189 bucks. You can't go wrong. These may be right now for the sub 200 for a pair. This is Canadian, so for those of you elsewhere, less, probably 150-ish maybe, I'm guessing, or so. I'll put a link down below for you guys. But yeah, fantastic. Supposedly you can hook up to 4. I have seen some videos where they show you how to do that. It looks a little complicated, but for 2, really good. Just so you know, power button, turns it on, turns it off. Hold, make sure you hear it say power on. If not, it just tells you battery level. When you're actually got it on and it's connected, this one here is going to do things like stop your music, start your music. Double tap will bring up Siri. These ones here, of course, volume up, volume down, next song, previous song if you hold. And this one here will go to your comm, so whoever you're communicating with, which is your comm button. Now to set these up, when you turn this on, you're going to hold the power button down till the lights go into like a pairing mode. At that point, if you're trying to connect these to your cell phone, you're simply going to go into your cell phone and you're going to find the Lexin that comes up under Bluetooth. You're going to click it and you're going to pair. Voila! Super simple. You're going to love it. Then, if you want to connect with another one of these, same idea. You're holding down that comm button. Sorry, you're holding down the power button till you get into the pairing mode, which it will say. You're going to do that in both, so they're both kind of in that pairing mode. And then you're going to take one of them, one only, hit the little comm. That means one of them goes into searching mode and it's searching for the other. If you hit that button on both, they both search. So none of them is setting up for receiving. That was our kind of mess up at the beginning when we tried to set these up. It wouldn't work. So one goes into search, doesn't matter which one, and they connect. Bah! There you go. Leaving you there. That's all. That's all I'm doing. I'm leaving you there. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Go down there, click on the link, buy a pair. You'll love them. And we will see you in the next video. Later, guys.